let's get straight to it. Today's video is going to be talking about how you must get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Your ability to create the reality you want directly correlates to your willingness to experience the opposite. For example, when you try something new, automatically we get this feeling of like, oh, like I feel dumb. But in reality, all that's doing for you is just making you more intelligent, it's making you more experienced, understanding more. A lot of people get so discouraged with their goals in life or whatever they want to do because we automatically start comparing ourselves to like people who've already done it, people who've already done it / who are already successful and they already made a name for themselves. So we get in the habit of like comparing our level of what we can do to what people have already done. So for example, if you into the YouTube stuff or you into the like making TikToks, any sort of content or anything you want to do in this world, you start looking at the people who are already like well known, like who are already famous from it, and then you be like, oh, I can't do it like that. Look at all this work and all how engaging their stuff is. I just automatically assume that I can't get to that level, and that's got to stop. Like when you're doing it, like you're here to have fun. It's not really supposed to be like a competition where you literally compare yourself on like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is your opportunity to express like your ideas and have fun with it and just put out dope stuff. But a lot of people don't think that far ahead. They're too busy worried about like, oh, because all these other gym influencers, they're already in the game with 3 million followers and all this engagement, all these brand deals. Like I can't do it. Like it's too late for me. But like that's such a dumb way of thinking. So the next time you ever even think about like wanting to try something new, get rid of the mindset of you like looking dumb. Because let's be real, you're gonna look dumb regardless. You're gonna look dumb. You can literally look back at my first videos. Like I'm like super awkward. Like I didn't know what I was doing because I'm not used to just setting the camera up and talking to myself for 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So like get out of the habit of being so worried about how you look. Like that's another reason why we are too self-absorbed as if we are like the main character. You are and you aren't. Like you are the main character in your own story. But don't sit here and think that the world revolves around you. Like everyone's worried about, oh, what's Nasir doing? What is he doing? Like all eyes are on you the entire time because that's not the case. And worst case scenario is you're gonna embarrass yourself. You're gonna like do some embarrassing. You gonna be sitting here looking silly, but that feeling is only gonna be for like 10, 15 minutes or however long you let that get to you. And that goes back to other videos where it's like the more energy you give it, like the stronger it is, like the more power it has over you. So you can think you look dumb, but it's like after 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, back to normal. Like let's stop thinking about that because all it's doing is like discouraging me to get back in this little rabbit hole and then not do anything with my life. Like if you want to do something, just do it. Like quit worrying about like it doesn't look cool. It's not the most sophisticated, most like well thought out thing because like who cares? You'll learn that as you go, and I've noticed that too with these videos. Saving money will have you feeling broke when in return, it's building financial literacy. This is one of the biggest ones because I always bump into people who try and like, I wouldn't say belittle, but kind of like put you down or be negative when you trying to be like actually be smart about something. Like when you try and take your life seriously, a lot of people will be super weird and try and like make you or like convince you to do the exact opposite, and which is the dumbest shit ever. Like, especially right now, like when you understand the idea of saving money, like you actually like putting money aside, you investing, you doing all these things because you know you're gonna need it in the long term. Like all that, the instant gratification has got to go. That is also another thing that is hindering your growth as a person. But obviously when you're out here saving money, you really understand like, yo, like I'm out here like counting every single dollar. Like, you know how you count calories? Like I'm out here counting every single dollar where it's going. I'm penny pinching. I'm out here getting ramen noodles and a whole bunch of other stuff that isn't good for me, but I don't have the money. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But those small moments, those temporary moments are helping you understand like, yo, because I'm in such a bad financial state, it's making me realize like I don't even need any of this stuff, dog. Like I just need the bare minimum, the bare essentials to help me survive another day. And I'm not out here struggling, fiending for food, looking like a whole skeleton, or make sure that I'm good. Make sure my car's taken care of. It's got gas. I got food in the fridge. I got clothes on my back and a roof over my head. Like that's literally food and water, all that shit. Like that's all that really matters. So it's like in that moment where it's like just those episodes where you locked in for a couple months and you have to stop buying tattoos. You got to stop buying clothes. You got to stop buying shit that you don't need. You got to stop eating out. That's another thing. A lot of people love to like eat out like for fast food or take out, blah, blah, blah. But then they have a whole fridge full of groceries. And I've done it too. I'm not gonna act like I've never done it. Like the whole like, Oh, I buy a full thing of groceries. I'm locked in. I got a whole bunch of food for every day for the next 2 weeks. But Wingstop sounding so good right now. You know what I'm saying? Or like a fat ass cheeseburger. Like I would love to do that. But it just defeats the purpose. Then it completely goes against the whole like you saving money. So like you saving money, I understand it makes you feel broke because it's like it kind of limits what you can and can't do. Because we as humans, for some reason, we're so hooked on the idea of doing whatever we want, whenever we want. But in order to get to that level, you got to put the work in, dog. You got to be able to get in this point of life where right now I cannot go out and get some crazy ass Louis Vuitton shit. Like that does nothing for me. But me putting in this work now, me making these videos and finding other ways to run up a bag in these next few years, like this time frame is going to help me get to that point where like, oh, if I want to go get some crazy shit from Louis Vuitton, I'm going to go get it. If I want to buy a crazy ass sports car, I'm going to go get it. If I want to get a whole sleeve full of tattoos from the neck down, I'm going to go get it. But right now, like this episode of my life where it's like, okay, like let's chill out. Let's chill out. Let's really break down like what needs to be done so I can get better and I'm setting myself up for success in the future. So just think about it like that. Like that's the best way I can put it, to be honest with you. Setting boundaries will have you feeling lonely, but it helps you only get in the habit of building healthy relationships. And that's another thing too. Like the whole loneliness thing, it is like, oh my God, like I might just make a whole video on this by itself, but the whole idea of being lonely, when you understand all these motherfuckers is lonely, every single one of them, dude. Like damn near every single one. A lot of people put on the front where it's like, I'm not lonely. I got all these people, blah, blah, blah. But then you got to understand there are so many people in this world who got it all. They got all the money they want. They got all the attention they want, all the friends they want, all these things they want. But they still be out here like, I'm just so lonely. And I've been like overhearing conversations with people like in my school, like everybody's lonely. They all just struggling. They all put on a front to act like they're oh, I'm out in the crowd. Everyone knows me. I'm cool. I got friends for days. I'm never by myself. But they're trying too hard to just accept it. Like it is okay to be lonely. Because when you really understand, it's not about being lonely. Because when we say like you're lonely, you're a loner, you're by yourself, you have nobody. A lot of motherfuckers be using that shit in like the most disrespectful way possible. Somebody said that shit to me the other day, and it's like I didn't even give it the time of day. But it's like people like that, you gotta stay away from them because you can tell people who say that like are the loneliest people. Like they would turn around and do anything to have some sort of validation or some sort of attention. Because why? Guess what I'm about to say? Because they are not content with themselves. Like, come on, buddy. That video keeps popping back up every single time. I wonder why. But yeah, being able to set boundaries and understand what's for you and what isn't for you is like, don't get me wrong. You gonna be lonely, and that's another thing too. With actually no, I'm not gonna talk about that. But like being able to understand, like, yo, because I'm at the point in my life where it's like even the slightest thing, the slightest bit of like unprovoked disrespect, or you saying some sly shit under your breath, or just being disrespectful, or being weird out of the blue, is like you gotta go. It's point blank period. Like you gotta go because there's no reason for you to even be around people who do that. Because especially like unprovoked, you minding your business and they always got some shit. Because let's be real, those people are bona fide haters, and we knew that already. But it gets to a point where like, yo, like you are, because like in my opinion, that right there is like the highest form of self-respect. You are allowing and not allowing what is to be put into your life, especially when people come around, because you can be a cool person and then people will come and try and test you, try and check you to see if, oh, you think you all there, huh? Get out my face. I'm not in the mood for that shit, dog. Like, and I experience that shit so much. Well, I be minding my business, and you got motherfuckers just be like, oh, you think you all that, you think you all this, oh, you're nothing, you're a loner, you're like all this corny ass bullshit, bruh. Like for no reason either. But then cannot seem to leave me the fuck alone either. So it's like you can tell who's a fan and who's not. So just like cut them off. Cut them the fuck off. That's literally the easiest thing and the best thing you can do. So, and it, like I said, it helps put you in the habit of only building healthy relationships under like kind of filtering who is and who isn't allowed in your life. Because I've had some people where I've only known them for like a year, but I've only known them for a year, but I feel like those have been my strongest friendships or relationships. Like people who like I can look at them, even though I haven't known them for that long, I can look at them, I can tell that I will never have to worry about this homie or that homie or this chick or that chick doing some slick ass shit and making you look dumb, or like trying like you know, try to like little bro you. You know what I'm saying? That's like the best way to put it. A lot of people be trying to little bro you for their own comfort. Because guess what? They're not content with themselves. So they need to use you because they know you that nigga to like make themselves feel better. And we're not here for that. I'm not here to help you with your low self-esteem. Like, this is what these videos are for, to help you become the best version of you and be content with yourself and boss your life up and be the illest motherfucker on the planet, period. Even when you're working out, like, you're gonna always feel like you're tired and out of energy, but like obviously all that's doing is helping you get stronger. Like, literally, we get so discouraged even in the gym because like let's say you take the big leap and actually getting a gym membership and you go for the first day, right? You obviously gonna be sore as hell. Like, your first day of actually like, okay, this is my first time ever stepping foot in a gym. Like, after the next morning, you will be so sore. I remember when I took my homie, this is during COVID, when I took my homie to the gym for the first time. I was like, yo, get a gym membership here. They're open now. And I started helping him with gym workouts, and we didn't even do much. Like, we was like doing like bench presses with just the bar. Like, just the bar. The bar is 45 pounds, and he is like a grown man. He's 6 foot. And so when he was lifting it, like, he was like struggling. I was like, okay, like, but like, I wasn't discouraging him or nothing because I wanted to see him keep going. But long story short, that next morning, he was like, I'm not going to the gym. And then the next day, he's like, I'm still not going. I'm still sore as hell. Like, I'm not going. So, like, in that sense, it's just, you have to understand, like, that right there is making you better. Like, it's literally making you better. You cannot just give up because, like, oh, this is like an uncomfortable feeling. Like I said, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because obviously this is your first time ever lifting a weight like that. Like, your body's gonna be like, yo, what's going on? We ain't never done nothing like this. You so busy sitting on the couch playing video games, and now you're telling your muscles to actually do some work. It's like, whoa, what are we doing? What is this? You know what I'm saying? So it's just building up those little wins. And so, like, just you going the first day, you automatically ahead of like 90% of the people. You just gotta keep going and understand, like, it's gonna hurt. Like, now it's gonna feel like forever, but like, I'm telling you, just keep showing up, dude. Oh my God, you will literally be a beast. Trust me. When you getting rejected is like one of those things where it makes you feel discouraged, or like that's when you start doing all the negative talk about yourself. But that's only building resilience and confidence, because nowadays we live in a world where it's all social media. We don't really talk to people. We're too afraid to talk to people. We make all these assumptions. We let all these birds, all these birds, we leave the chirping for the birds on the internet to like make you think something. Like, you have to learn to think for yourself, because obviously you see all the BS we hear on social media about like just about people and like how to, like, why we don't even talk to them, and like all the assumptions we make about others. And it's like, it's so childish. Now it's like a weird like those one schools where like they'll have boys and girls, but they're not allowed to talk to each other, so they're kind of like segregated. Like you're literally segregating yourself. And last time I checked, we literally fought to like make sure that doesn't happen anymore. But for some reason, we choose to segregate ourselves and not fuck with anybody. So it's like, even like, and it's not even just like talking to like people like rejection has so many meanings to it. Like, obviously you get rejected from a job, you get rejected from any sort of business opportunity, you get rejected from a chick, you get rejected from any sort of friendship. Like, if you try to just talk to a homie, like, yo, I've seen you around the gym, like, what's going on, dog? Like, I can see you putting in work, like, what's your routine? And he not fucking with you, he's like, no, get out my face. That's cool. Because that, in that sense, that's a sense of rejection, because you expected to be like friends with the dude, but then now he's like on that type of timing. That's cool. You don't want to rock with me. It is what it is. But that right there, the fact that you was able to go up to that person, go up to him or her or that business or that job application and be like, yo, like you want something, you're gonna go after it, regardless of what the outcome is. Like, the fact that you just did it in the first place is already making you like a better person. Like, you already starting to understand resilience. Like, it does not matter if she's not rocking with me. It's not matter if he don't want to be, if he's not cool with me. It don't matter if this job didn't think I was cool enough. It doesn't matter if this college didn't accept me. Like, I'm still me. It does not matter what is taken away or added to my life. I'm still that nigga, period. Like, it does not fucking matter. Like, seriously, it puts you in a better position where you're able to like be more social. And last time I checked, bro, the most successful people all learn like basic social skills, being able to network, being able to talk to people, and just like, not really like in terms of like your own benefit, but just like being able to just like, yo, what's going on? And just start thinking of shit on the fly, and just start talking to people and building relationships and building better social skills. Because for some reason, a lot of people are super awkward, and I hate that. That's super like unnecessarily awkward. Like, bro, you're not even trying. Like, that shit gotta go. But That's literally it, man. You just gotta be okay with being uncomfortable. And it's much easier said than done. I'm not expecting all 5 or 6 of these points I made to be done by today or none. But just next time you get into any of these topics or get into these situations, because it's gonna happen. You're gonna talk to somebody eventually. You're gonna do one of these things eventually, sooner or later. Just go in with the mindset of like I really don't want to do it, but I need to make myself feel, not make myself feel better, to make myself better than what I was yesterday. I need to do this because I cannot be in this hole where I'm too discouraged to start my goals because I'm afraid of what people will think of me. I'm too afraid to talk to that chick because I don't want her saying no or rejecting me. I'm too afraid of going back to the gym because like my body hurts and I don't like that feeling. I'm too afraid of cutting people off because it's safe here. Like I don't want to have to start over and make new friends because I've known him or her for too long to just cut her off. But if they really fucking up and they on some BS, they gotta go. Like it doesn't matter how long it's been. If they on some like genuinely like, yo, why are you bugging? Like literally, why are you bugging right now? They gotta go. That's literally all it is. So that's today's video. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm gone.